Shut up. Fucking buttons.
Alright. Welcome to Show Me Boy Magic.
You just screwed the pooch on that one.
Thanks. So, on this week's episode, we have a guest, and we lost T-Nuts. Our guest today is...
Burrito Bandito.
That's right. Alright.
All right. I have all the buttons.
Awful.
You want to see some really cool shit?
No.
I'm starting to figure out where they're all at finally by the time we got to the
God.
15th show. All right. So, Burrito Bandit. He's in the house.
Bandito, not bandit.
Is it?
It's Bandito, but it is not.
Have you
spelled
not
like
paid
the,
attention? Did you not do your homework?
That motherfucker just started following me last night.
It was an accident.
I was like, why? So I've known you for, I don't know, like probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, 30. And I was like, why has he not been following me this entire time? And I was like, I feel really awkward. It's like when my buddy Ari decided to start following me randomly. I helped that motherfucker with a bunch of different shit. And he was like, oh, I guess I'll follow you on Instagram. Yeah, I've been to your house. I was there at your baby shower.
He's not real. I don't believe it.
Spanky's upset because I have a friend that's relatively famous. And when we were out in LA, he kept wanting to hang out with him. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. So he kept going like, let's hang out with him. And like, I was like, he has a newborn. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe. And then
Excuses.
Yeah. And then when I came back through and he wasn't with us, we went and hung out with him for like 2 days. And I was like, I should take it.
What a
with you.
dick.
Yeah, pretty much.
I let him know. I was like, next time you come through OKC, you gotta go see Spanky.
I'm going to be busy.
I'd be embarrassed taking places too.
Yeah.
Him?
I
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm surprised I get let out of the goddamn house. So this week, this episode is a little different. So we have Burrito in house. T-Nuts is off doing some other shit. He's off fucking figuring out where unicorns live at and where his goddamn bicycle. So
He's figuring out his life.
yeah, he's figuring out his life with the business. So, but we miss him, but we got in a good guest. We really wanted to bring you on and talk about all the debaucherous shit that you have done recently in your life, such as running semis through houses or I don't know. Tell me.
No, I haven't done that.
Yeah.
Not anytime.
Not yet.
Recently.
Not anytime
yet.
recently?
Yeah,
Not
there's
yet.
always
What
time
about
for
a
that to happen.
manufactured home?
Dude.
I'd be happier than a tornado in a trailer park doing that.
Dude, have you ever seen somebody run a car through a manufactured home before?
I have not.
I've got to go take you on the south side because there's some spots down there where you could definitely find one. We can run a fucking...
I'm interested. I'm wondering why we haven't gone on this adventure because I haven't seen this either.
Well, you need some backup. Yeah. Because
Okay.
it's going to be gnarly. But, you know, there's some people in the south, like over Southeast 44th and like Shields area. Like there's some shit over there you can get away with. So, all right. So, Mr. Burrito, tell us about yourself. Tell us, the listeners, who the fuck you are and why the fuck you're here.
Well, I'm here because I was asked to be here. I don't really know if I had a choice.
This was an intervention.
Yes.
Don't turn this rape into a murder.
Yes.
I'm just a normal guy here from Oklahoma City, and like met these guys doing motorcycle stuff, and
Yeah.
that's
Hood-
kind of how
hood
it
rat
just keeps
shit.
going. Hood rat shit with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you ride? What do you have? Let's talk about the fleet.
So I've got a 2001 Sportster. It was started as an 883.
Okay.
1275 now.
How did you make it a... Does it have fuel injection on there or is it carbureted?
Nope, it's carbureted.
Okay, what kind of carburetor's on it?
Just a stock CV carburetor.
Fuck yeah. Those are the
Just the
easiest.
simple stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
vacuums.
Yes.
So how did you get that bike?
That was actually my first Harley.
Sporty
and
bros.
I
That was the fucking weirdest goddamn... That was
You
like
shut up.
the two fingers of
Yeah.
man touching together. We should get video.
We,
All right.
We
so
docked fingers.
They did.
So that bike, I actually traded a Honda dirt bike for it.
Yeah,
Had
so
it
you used a
laying
dirt
around.
bike?
A little bit.
Okay.
I got talked into buying one after I got laid off the last time, or fired from Halliburton.
Oh, nice.
And so
That's one way to put it.
I always, anytime I got fired or laid off from a job, it was always like a little vacation for me. I'd
Oh, yeah. That's the way you do
take
it.
3-6 months off, blow all
Yeah.
my money, and do dumb shit.
All right. So you traded a dirt bike. You got your first Harley. So what on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucking clapped out was that piece of shit?
It was actually in really good shape.
Oh, nice.
Whenever I got it, and then I just ruined it.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in
that
person.
bike is trashed.
Is it the
But
purple
you-
and green one?
But
No,
you have,
that's Barney. That is
Okay.
my 86 Evo.
Okay.
but don't you have plans for the Sportster?
I do. It's gonna be the bike that I learned how to crash doing wheelies.
Yeah. Nice.
So
the mic
hopefully
didn't
that
pick
works
it up.
well.
So have you ever done a wheelie before?
I can get the front tire off the ground.
Like, are we talking Coke can? Or are we talking like Nooner?
We're talking like maybe the
Phone.
height of an iPhone.
Yeah,
Okay.
Coke can.
Coke can, yeah.
No, no.
If
I've
you're
done-
gonna keep doing that, you're gonna have to go outside.
The
guys.
You just-
phone's taller than a can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
Give me that credit.
I've gotten up about.
Hold on, I don't know where the. There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
I've,
That's better.
That's actually exactly how I feel when I do it.
yeah. I have had mine up in the air accidentally.
Yeah.
Couple of times, and
So
I didn't know what to do.
did you
Like,
do yours
ah.
on purpose?
Yeah,
Did
I
you-
was
that's-
actually
clutch
trying
up it?
trying to teach myself clutching
Okay.
up and just trying, and then I tore the bike apart.
Yeah, that's one is to do.
I'm too scared to try it on my street glide.
Oh,
I'm
fuck,
Too scared
I-
to drop it.
But it
Yeah.
looks so impressive on the street.
Oh, it
glides.
does.
Oh, dude, like once you,
I've watched so many of those videos, and I'm just like,
God damn it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then they pop the oil, and
yeah,
I hear it's so easy to do on a bagger too.
yeah, because you have all that rear weight distribution with the bags and all, or the cases, whatever the fuck you're gonna call them. So like you get all that, you start getting it back in your momentum and your fulcrum point. It's just
who's
like,
the guy that's been all over Instagram that's doing it was in the Las Vegas ditch, just like sending it, jumping his
oh yeah,
that
who's-
blue and white one,
Oh.
and
uh,
was just like wheeling it and jumping like a 20-foot gap.
yeah, he was
like,
he went out to
oh.
different skateboard
Yeah.
spots, and I was like, you've got some real confidence in yourself. When
Yeah,
you're like I can nail this
you,
fucking
You
gap.
have a large set of cojones.
That was CJ Barnum.
TJ
oh,
Barnum,
yeah.
yeah.
I think he follows us now. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm-
Shout out.
shout out to
CJ
Barnum.
Barnum.
I wonder if he's
I
related.
believe it's Barnum.
Do you think he's related to P.T. Barnum of the circus?
Anyway,
all right. So
Didn't that circus go out of business?
I fucking don't know. So I have done. So we both have talked about how we like. Well, you don't really want to do them, but like on my Yamaha, I want to learn how to do them because they're super easy on that. to
I mean,
clutch up.
I want to do them. I just don't want to pull a ghillie and.
Oh, I want to watch this shit happen.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, because
yeah.
I don't want to pull a ghillie and slide across the parking lot at the
In front of
conclusion.
everybody.
But
Get
Gilly
in front of
is
everybody.
such a badass.
Yeah, you were there when
for
it happened,
doing
right?
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he just is like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
exactly.
that's
After Hanson paints his bike, he said, "I'm doing it again."
Yeah, which if you fall off the horse, you just keep getting back.
Exactly.
On the
Yeah.
So I was coming out of a neighborhood one time, and I had a guy come up behind me a little faster than I thought I was going to. Because most of the time you guys see me launch that Yamaha, I'm usually a quarter throttle, half throttle, maybe most. Like it will, if you let it eat, it will fucking rip. So I come out and I was like, oh shit, and I fucking full throttle it, and I just power wheelie that motherfucker for like half a block before I was like, please
Yeah.
go back down, please stop. This is fucking uncomfortable. And I just at that point you're just like, ride it out. And I did not ask Jesus to take the bars. 'Cause it's
Right,
like fucking
right.
Jesus and I are not necessarily upset. He's gonna be like, I'm teaching you a lesson, sinner.
I mean,
So-
Jesus didn't have motorcycles, so what?
He'd probably be confused as fuck.
Exactly.
He may not have had motorcycles, but he had his Jerusalem nines.
You know, he
his
did.
What?
His sandals.
His sandals.
Jerusalem nines.
What?
His Jerusalem nines.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Or tens.
Dude, they're so cool. His Jesus jumpers.
Yeah.
this is where I like you can show that I can did not grow up religious and Lisa.
The
I'm like,
blank
Oh, I
look
did,
on-
unfortunately.
yeah. we were all grabbing dinner the other night, and we were at Torchy's over by Bishop McGinnis, and you were talking about you were like you see all these people running by, you're like, I used to be one of those nerds.
Yep.
the nuns.
My parents wanted a better life for me, and then I
And then look where
graduated.
you're at
I
now.
said, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah.
I have no reason to be here.
Yeah, this is it's one of those deals where it's like I'm good. Like, and everybody I know that went to McGinnis for the most part is like a total dirtbag. Except, I mean, not you. You're cool.
Wow.
All right. So you
Yeah.
got a Sportster,
My 86 Evo
86
and my
Evo.
2008 Street Glide.
Skinny
Nice.
tire.
Skinny tire bagger.
So
Nice.
we talked about this the other night. I'm kind of looking.
And
at this.
then you got the big green machine. Let's
Oh,
talk
the
about
Peter
that.
Pickle.
Yeah.
Is that what you call
That's
it?
what I call it. Is the Peter Pickle.
Peter Pickle.
I like to refer to it in my head, even though it's in the wrong color scheme, to the from
Maximum
an
Overdrive.
Overdrive.
Yeah.
Overdrive.
And like,
Classic trucking movie.
Yeah.
so there was on, I think it was Temu on my fucking marketplace. It was the the grill cover for like when you're trying to
Yeah,
keep heat in
yeah.
and all that shit. It was the face, and I was like, how much is this prank I'm about to pull
Right,
on you,
right.
Oh, I would love it.
dude?
It'd
was
be
like
so cool.
it was like $400, but it seemed like awfully worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can go to
The-
Southside.
the-
Oh,
and
yeah,
find
find
somebody,
somebody.
somebody
The
that
Peter-
paint mache one up for it.
yeah,
the
no shit.
Peter Pickle is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of us has ascended to the top of it.
Yeah.
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 Not me. Well, you multiple times.
I
hope.
have been on top of it.
Oh,
I've been higher
I
up on
have
it than
to,
you
I have
Yeah.
too.
Did you? How far up on it did you get?
He just got onto the hood, I believe.
I just got on the hood, took some selfies.
So when my
It was
dad,
easy because he's got that cattle guard, and I just
Oh,
climbed
yeah, I
that
forgot
like
about
spider
that.
monkey.
is it really thick fiberglass where you can or is it sheet metal on those?
on the hoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's metal.
Oh, okay. So I could get my fat ass up there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can.
You might leave some elephant marks, but
Did you?
I didn't like walk around up on it.
Yeah, he just kind of hopped up on the
I just
front.
Okay.
hopped up. I stayed
Yeah.
on the cattle bar because I'm like, that's all I need is put a dent in this fucker. And
Yeah,
then
because
he's
it's not
like,
his fucking truck. either.
hey,
It's a
you
rental.
owe me a hood.
So, yeah, call fucking Hertz and get this figured the fuck out.
Now when you get a rental car and you just drive the absolute shit out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
how I drive that thing. I don't care.
So the sheriff and I had gone down to a family vacation fucking decade ago, and we're in Daytona Beach, and I got this little Chevy Aveo, and so it's fucking tiny. So I was driving the fucking piss out of the thing. We drove it from Daytona Beach to Ocala to go to Big Don Douglas's museum because I wanted to go see all the hot rods and all that shit. So last day, I fucking been beating this shit up for like 4 days. I'm never lose my fucking number when I turn it back in. And we're like 30 minutes before we got to fly out and return this goddamn thing. And there is a truck trying to deliver shit, and it's blocked all the traffic.
Right.
So I'm like, the sheriff's like, what do we do? What do we do? I'm like, sidewalk's wide enough. And so I drove the fucking Chevy Aveo on the sidewalk for like
Nice.
about a half a mile. Where like, in movies when you drive real slow and they're like, then people move, it totally fucking works because I drove it and people were like, the fuck? And I was like,
Of course
sorry.
they fucking move.
Yeah.
It's a
What are they
car.
gonna do? Just stand there? Run me over, bitch.
There was an old lady that
Hope you got
really,
insurance.
yeah, there was
Yeah.
an old lady that was real. I mean, I was doing like 4 miles an hour. I wasn't like, "Wah!" But yeah,
I wouldn't have. I'd have run him over.
I
Yeah.
thought about it.
bumped her.
Yeah,
I would have been playing Ludacris. Move.
I played way
bitch,
too much,
Get out the way.
GTA. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
run him over.
So, Burrito, how old are you actually?
I am 29.
God, you're young.
Yes.
You're 4 years younger than me.
And I have done a lot of shit
Yeah,
in 29
Yeah.
years.
I feel like you.
What are you doing now? You're also learning to fly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, how did
yeah.
that come about?
I just always wanted my pilot's license.
Okay.
So I can quit my damn job and start doing what I actually love. And that's photography.
So much fun.
Wait, hold on. You went from planes to photography.
Yeah. So if I get my pilot's license, I
Oh.
can just fly to wherever the fuck I want to take pictures.
Yep.
Okay.
Boom, I'm there.
This is true.
Yep.
So, have you started? Like, how far into it are you?
Pilot's license, I'm about halfway in my hours.
Okay. So,
So-
because you
Nice.
do you still have a license,
No,
Spanky?
mine's long gone.
This was revoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking and flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's
No,
really,
it-
it's
it
really
was-
okay.
It was the chronic masturbation when you was flying that did me in.
But the thing about drinking and flying is there's no there's no white lines.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you gonna hit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Another
It's
goddamn
true.
plane.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
You know,
a
they
building.
should see you and duck out of the way. Or a building.
or a building. Oh
Too
god,
soon.
it sounds like our Instagram reel algorithm for the last 2 months. Oh.
Ba-dum-bum.
Uh,
No, I had mine when I was in
Oh, goddamn.
Alaska.
um,
And then when I got here, I had kids, and flying and kids. Both of those are really expensive hobbies.
just life in general is expensive, but
I
yeah,
can
but flying is just
real,
expensive.
yeah.
I can barely afford motorcycles. So
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
Yeah.
glad I don't have kids.
When you
Yeah.
started talking about fucking flying the other day, I was like, you did the dumb shit I do, where I was like, yeah, I could get into
I
that.
know.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I can
Everything.
afford to do this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it.
I'm like, fuck yeah, why not?
You know how they used to say like Harley Davidson HD stands for $100.
$100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they need to up that inflation because everything I'm looking
100,000.
at that I want to do to
Yeah.
mine is 500.
This motherfucker was texting.
Bare
us-
minimum.
Yeah.
bare minimum. LP6 500.
Yeah,
No, I-
my buddy's finding
floorboards.
that out right now on his electric glide that he got a good deal on it. But
Right.
I was like, holy shit, everything's expensive.
Well, so everyone gives me shit about being metric, and like most of the time I leave my bikes alone because I'm like, it does what I want it to do.
Nerd.
I know. I've done sticker.
See, I'm with him on the metric stuff.
No, I know it's
Thank you.
reliable.
My,
It's
my
re- it's
very first bike was
Yeah.
a Honda Shadow.
Oh, do you have a 750 or?
That was a 600.
Oh, yeah.
VLX 600. It was my very first motorcycle. I grew up, wasn't allowed to have that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything with two wheels with a motor,
Mm-hmm.
not allowed.
I had a Seika 600.
So I get this.
Yeah, we have all
600,
been metric at some point.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just started chopping the shit out of this thing.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Doing it as
Chopped
debauchery is.
the fuck out of that.
Do you have
bike.
photos of it?
Oh yes.
Dude, you guys send us photos so we can put it up and like. 'cause-
There's actually one on my Instagram.
oh, well, I gotta go find it now. Thanks,
Yep,
I got
it's-
homework. So
It's my favorite picture of the bike. It was right after I got everything done,
yeah.
and I missed that bike so much.
Well, and so one of so J Dog Jarrett, so we were talking because he bought a Shadow 750. So right before his father passed away, he got it, and then he really liked like just riding with his dad used to ride at Draper and do a bunch of shit. So he got that, and wasn't really into it for a while. So it's just Garage Queen for a little bit. And then so
Yeah.
he started riding it and he was like, dude, this is the shit. Like, and he's like, I couldn't imagine owning a goddamn Harley because all my buddies that have Harleys are all the time either doing something to it or it's broken or some shit. Which I'm
Right,
kind of
right.
figuring out the broken part of it. I think is user error most of the time. Like,
No, Harleys break.
I
on
mean
their own.
there are certain things that once you replace them with quality parts,
are we talking quality at like
aftermarket,
aftermarket?
usually,
Is that
yeah.
really the deal? OEM shit kind of sucks. I can
Yeah.
do this every time you do that. Yeah.
So-
Burrito's just like this is his first podcast, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was just like, and I'm like, if you want to burp, I can do this. Like, keep talking.
So hard parts for Harleys, really, it's your anything electrical you want to get OEM Harley.
Okay.
There's not
Yeah.
much better out there.
Yep.
I mean, coils, ignition module, stuff like that.
Battery.
There's a good aftermarket.
Yeah.
But as far as like a rotor, stator, stuff like that, you want to stick to the original
Okay.
parts. But anything aftermarket, exhaust wise, stay the fuck away from anything Harley makes.
Yeah.
Yep. And suspension.
Seats too,
Seats too, yeah.
Yeah, because like it was.
and Saddlemen too. Saddlemen sucks.
So Salmon really not that great.
I hate them.
Don't you have one?
No, mine is a Whiplash.
Oh, okay.
So Saddlemen, they're cool looking seats. They really are.
Well, there's something to
They're
be said
not
about being
comfortable.
cool. That's the worst.
And I got my
You
bike
gotta
to ride
break
it.
them in.
I put 25,000 miles on my bike last year.
I feel like he broke it in.
I mean,
I feel like his
my
asshole
new
was like,
seat- yes.
yeah, your
Yeah.
new seat is cool.
My new seat.
Mhm.
That was a
Damn, that thing's
mistake.
slick.
Leaving
Yeah.
that seat on for that run, as cold as it was in the rain.
yeah, we're
Right.
gonna get
But
into
it's
the run in a
broken.
little bit, but
Oh.
yeah.
That was a run.
Yeah, that's so. One of the things I really enjoy about motorcycling is I do love going out and bar hopping. I really strayed away from it when I first started riding because I started really riding in 2020, because COVID was when all the cool kids got cool, and then so I was like I would go out like 8-9 hours on the 300 and like ride. So on my motorcycle I have 14,000 miles on it. Never left the state. I did that all in a year.
How?
I work for myself.
Did you not get bored?
No, I just pick another part of the state and I just ride the fuck over there. Oklahoma can be vast.
14,000 miles is more than Oklahoma, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just hold on, where's that box?
Have you seen his ADA? His ADD?
Oh, it's in the
He's
box.
like,
Yeah,
That's not even ADD. It's
it's
full
yeah,
acoustic.
no, yeah, no,
it's full acoustic.
yeah.
So what I was doing was, you probably don't actually. I don't think we've ever really talked about this. So I partnered and I was doing this because I love maps. The Rever thing.
Yes. So what is the guy's name that like runs Rever? What is his name?
Well, Bjorn is who I deal with.
Yes. So I actually met him
When?
In 2022 at Devilstone Run.
Oh shit!
He
you know
comes
Bjorn?
up there. He comes up there
Yeah.
on his dual sport
Yeah,
and does like an alternate
Uh-huh.
dirt route.
yeah. So
Such a cool dude.
Bjorn is the shit, and I
Yes.
have a gift for you when I get done with this, because I can give him out. But thanks, Bjorn. So when I
Such
got
a rad dude.
yeah, so when I got into motorcycling, I didn't know any other motorcyclists other than a handful of people, and they just bar hopped, and I like long cruises and shit. Like
I'm the
Yeah.
same way.
Spanky and I have talked about doing the goddamn
I
cannonball
don't mind
forever.
bar hopping or like do long cruise first and then end
Yeah.
at a bar.
Especially this time of year,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
not real nice for long distance riding. I don't mind meeting up, hanging out at
Yeah.
the bar, having
Yeah.
beers with the
Yeah.
guys. I
But-
get to see them. I'll ride my bike as long as it's not pouring rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so
I'm not gonna ride my bike in the rain to go hang out at a bar.
no, I'll cage.
I mean, you just kind of did though.
Yeah.
that was different.
That's a little different.
Somebody had to represent Oklahoma.
Yeah, hold on.
True.
So
I think my mic caught that.
yeah, I think
that was impressive.
Yeah, I am a debaucherous motherfucker. So I was doing Rever, and then I was helping him build maps. So I was working with Bjorn
Because
like,
nobody wanted to fucking ride in Oklahoma.
well, yeah, because the only thing they had was like Route 66 and like Talahina and all that stuff, and I was like,
And teepees and horses.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just was like, well, there's all these old school guys that are like, oh, you ride down to Medicine Park, and I was like, well, they take the turnpike back and forth, and so I
ride to the Harley dealer, brother.
brother. So I just started picking out routes, and I would lead groups of people and do all this different shit. So I just literally started building fucking maps for them, and I would ride it and take photos, and here's the cool shit to go do, and then I
Yeah.
would submit it in. So I did that for like 2 years with them.
Oh, okay. So that makes more sense.
Yeah,
how you
so-
got that many miles.
So I had 8,000 on my 300. I put 10,000 on my Beamer before I sold it, and then I put 14 on my Yamaha. I bought it with 187 miles on it, and then I put
wow.
14 on it. But yeah, so, but I mean, like that's the thing is like, I love to ride with everybody. Like if you ride pretty good, I'll go out and we go out all day. But
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
that's the, but it's the you know, so I wasn't really into bar hopping, but like now you guys have really got me into that because like
See, and I quit drinking for 2 years, like completely.
yeah.
And then now I've slowly kind of let myself get back into it.
Yeah, as I
knowing
handed
that
you a shit ton of
knowing
PBRs.
that
Yeah.
I can control myself now.
Yeah, yeah. Now that you're older, yeah.
Yeah.
Older.
Age does a lot.
Yeah.
Age does a lot.
Well, he was. I mean, he worked for Halliburton. He's got you got
I know,
plus three.
I mean,
yeah. So
You're in your 40s now.
yeah,
Pretty much.
Yes,
Yeah.
when he walks around, it looks like it. So okay, so yeah, so you ride a fuck ton. You also do a bunch of other crazy shit. We can, if we have time at the end, we'll talk about what we were talking about the other day because he's gonna be on this. He just didn't know yet. I haven't talked to him, but okay. So do you want to talk about the Polar ride?
Yes.
Yeah,
We
I
do.
can do that. That's fine.
So
Okay, let's
last
jump into that.
weekend,
Yes.
Last weekend was the I believe it was, I don't know if it's Texas Tbars or
I was wondering who put it on.
or if it's the
I think it
T-Bar
was the
Tuesdays, because there's two different groups.
was it not Louisiana that put it on?
No, it's the Texas guys.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So
Okay, so there's two different groups. What are the different groups? Do you know?
Texas T-Bars and T-Bar Tuesday.
Oh, those are separate entities.
Those are two completely
Yeah,
separate
T-Bar
groups.
Texas
Tuesday. No.
I would assume the T-Bar, like the
T-Bar
Texas
Tuesday
T-Bars
Dallas is
Okay.
the like for all of Texas, kind of like the club
Yeah.
style Oklahoma
Uh huh.
yeah,
or Oklahoma club style. I don't
Whatever the
remember
fuck
which
it
one
is. What does your sticker say?
club style Oklahoma,
Yeah, Club Style Oklahoma,
and then you have club style Louisville.
and then Club Style
Right.
Illinois.
Kentucky sucks.
I know, but I mean, like,
Fuck
yeah,
you, Kentucky.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, I don't like you.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't. We gotta
I
get.
haven't
into-
met you, but I don't like
yeah.
you.
Fuck your Instagram sucks. All right.
The roads suck.
Yeah,
So they
well,
were putting on a ride called the Polar Ride.
Yep. So they
Is
did
this their first one? Do you
No,
know?
this was, I believe, the fourth. I don't get me lying. I have no idea which one it was. It was my first one.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the
So,
first one now.
It was the first one that I think any of the guys from Oklahoma had really like actually gone down there to do.
Okay. Well, you went.
Not saying no. Mitch went.
Yeah.
Mitch went too. So
That was very surprising whenever we got the message that you were like, Mitch is here. I was like, fuck yeah, Mitch is there because Mitch is a shit.
Yep. So little Blake had put the post out asking, if anybody else, letting people know what time I was going to be leaving Oklahoma City.
He's like Papa Smurf.
Saturday morning.
Jesus Christ.
That's an angry elf.
Hold on. Say it again.
He's like Papa Smurf.
Oh God, it doesn't work for you anymore.
Oh, no,
All right,
it
sorry, that
doesn't.
button's fucked.
Oh, so we get that post out. I hear from nobody.
Yeah, I kind of expected
And,
that.
Not a big deal. I'm not scared to ride down there alone. Whatever.
Do
Show
you do a
up.
lot, as a side note? Do you do a lot of riding alone, or do you?
I have,
Uh-huh.
but typically I can always rope one person into going on a longer run with me.
Fucking
Not a
broke
big
me into
deal.
going out to fucking Nevadas for fucking August anyway. So,
June.
oh, is it June? God,
Yep,
it's even
it's
worse
June.
now.
Beginning of
Spanky,
June.
just
get buckled up, buddy.
Wait,
Yeah,
huh?
we'll talk about it
What?
a little bit. Anyway, so
Okay.
So I show up at the meeting spot a little late. Thankfully, Mitch had waited for me. But Mitch and I ran down to Terrell, Texas, met up with the rest of the Texas guys, and we rolled out to Shreveport.
how was
Yeah,
Shreveport?
and you left at Saturday
We left Saturday at 4:00 in the morning.
in the rain.
Is
In
that
the
when you
rain.
met with Mitch?
Yes, we met at the on-Q on I-35.
So we were out drinking the night before with a couple of Harrison and Gilly, and then you, Spanky, and myself.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
Well, we knew you were going to
we
be
tried,
the fuck
and you were
up.
like, "I'm sleeping."
I was in bed at 6:00.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we knew you were serious when you said, "I'm not coming out,"
Yep.
because I was like, "What?" And so we were at one point. I'm like hammered at Edna's. I was like, "I can't believe the motherfucker getting up at 4 a.m. to go ride." And the sheriff looked at me and goes, "You good?"
That's how I felt
I bet.
at 4:00.
Yeah.
So it was raining. I believe the wind chill was like 26 degrees
You-
whenever we left.
Why
Yeah.
is there not a trailer in the back of the fucking street light for your balls?
That's not even the coldest I've ridden in. And I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it doesn't bother me. I've got good rain gear, good gloves.
Yeah.
As long as I stay dry, I'm
what,
good.
what rain gear do you have?
Amazon's finest.
Okay, good.
But I
Nice.
just ordered some Odin stuff. That's what a lot of the Texas guys were running.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what part number the Odin was, or do you know what?
No,
model it was?
I just know it was limited edition. It's
Okay.
not camo though.
Oh, it's not camo. Okay, I was
No.
wondering. So, well, because we all we all have. So one of the things that we were doing for a little bit, we were talking about different gear we were getting on the show, but then we all were like broke and we weren't buying anything. But like, it's good.
Yes.
Gear is so expensive these days.
so expensive.
I-
Parts everything is expensive.
The goddamn rent's too high, and I'm a landlord.
Why are floorboards $500?
You are the
fucking
reason
dollars?
rent is high.
I actually
Yes.
cut everybody a deal, but
No, you don't.
yeah, well, I don't. But like,
What a piece of shit.
Anyway,
I know,
so
it's-
you went down there. See any crocodiles?
No, I didn't. I have been wanting an alligator for years.
wait, like to see one?
No,
Yeah.
like a real one to buy and bring home.
they
Oh,
are,
okay. We can
they-
get that happen.
Alligators are one of the coolest living dinosaurs.
yeah.
Oh,
ever.
absolutely.
They're
Absolutely.
fucking the shit.
Second behind a T-Rex.
There's,
I've never been behind a T-Rex.
I've seen a couple of them in person, like like the statues and shit. But like, I've never actually. Have you ever had an alligator in your fucking hands?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Sorry, we were joking around about fucking elementary school the other day. We were all laughing about what our favorite dinosaur
I've
was.
eaten an alligator before.
Dude, I go to fucking Trappers and I get the blackened alligator fucking campfire meal all the time. I'm trying to keep this on track, guys. I'm doing really good.
You're
You're
just
doing
rambling.
terrific.
Yeah, I
You're,
was like-
rambling. You're rambling at this point.
So Trappers,
Yeah.
it's a very nice place.
Uh-huh.
Well, we used to have Halliburton meetings at Trappers East.
Where was East at?
What's Trappers East? What's right across the street from Trappers?
Nice night
To
trip.
the
Night
east,
trips.
yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice
you had
trips.
We used to have our
Trappers.
business lunches
Yeah.
there.
I was like,
At-
what the fuck?
they used to have their
Trappers
business-
East was what we put on our expense reports.
So, as a side note, I've been in a professional role for the last 14 years of my life.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, I know, and I've broken away from it. But so there was a guy that used to.
He uses the word professionally loose.
Yeah, I'm real loose.
Well, he is very
Yeah,
loose.
I am
yeah,
very loose.
yes, he
I
is.
I mean,
fart.
professional.
Yeah, and so this guy used to expense fucking Red Dog receipts because they would go there for lunch, and I was like, dude,
They really do have good burgers.
Shout out to the Red Dog.
Yeah.
Best
That's
burger
where
in
my-
town.
that's where is it really the best burger in town?
Best burger. in
We're all gonna go.
Oklahoma.
It is really good.
Have you seen the Red Dog documentary, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Luke Dick and I are about the same. That's his name. The guy
I
that
know.
did it.
I know.
Did you
I
not
must
know
have
that?
missed that part.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
I was
I
like,
do.
so him
You're
and
so
I are about the.
confident when you're saying of that.
Well, sorry, sorry, Luke Dick. I'll talk to you in a little bit. So he is the one that did a documentary. His mom and my mom like were there about the same era, but his mom was there obviously much longer. You all probably don't know this. That's where my parents met at.
Your mom worked there?
Yeah,
No shit.
my dad was a barback. My mom used to dance in the
Wow.
cage. Yeah.
That explains so much about you.
Yeah, I
So
know.
much.
So whenever I watched the documentary the first time, I did it on my own. So the sheriff wouldn't watch it with me in case I saw my mom and had a fucking freak out.
You know what's kind of funny? Your mom still kind of dances in a cage.
Oh my god!
Is your mom behind bars?
No, she's dead. She's
well. Yeah, that's.
no, she got her cremated in 2020.
You ever like a cardboard box but
No,
on the mantle or something?
No, everyone's gonna judge me for the shit out of this, but like, so I got her cremated. We were not close, and when I got her cremated, my sister took the ashes, and she's like, "Well, can you put them in the car?" And I fucking hated my mom, my biological mom. And I fucking took it, and I've never thrown a baseball in my entire life, and I fucking just was like, "Fastball!" Put it in their fucking passenger seat, and she's like, "I think it exploded in my car." I was like, "Good riddance." Anyway.
Mom's with you forever. Never getting that out of the carpet.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever spilled fucking cremated ashes on anything?
No, but I've
No.
had a bag of flour explode.
Yeah.
You got in teat by yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so all aside. All right, so you go. So you and Mitch ride down to. Yes, those hand movements are correct. The Bloods and the Crips are not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
But MS-13.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, what's up, Vato?
Southside.
So you ride down to the polar ride, and so what happened? What was high points, low points? What was your favorite shit? Was the ride good?
Oh, dude, the ride was great. Other than our 2-hour gas stop. I mean,
What the fuck?
really the biggest issue with that was one of the guys had pulled off to the side of the road.
Uh-huh.
So we were kind of waiting to figure out what had happened with that. Turns out he just ran out of gas.
Ah,
Not
did he
a big
not?
deal.
He didn't follow the KISS solution method. Keep it simple.
Well, I
stupid?
think he did, but I think only one person stopped whenever he
okay.
pulled over, and
Yeah.
the rest of the group. There were 40, 50 of us, I do believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
that's good.
shit.
That's a
So
good
I mean, it
sized
was a
group.
pretty good turnout.
Yeah. How was that
Um,
riding? I've never rode with that many people at one time.
It was an experience, especially being people that I have never ridden with before.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
That's gotta
that's
be wild.
that's usually fucked off.
And it's
Yeah.
usually got, you're jumping into that group with guys that have ridden together for years.
Yeah.
And, we're bar to bar at 110, 115 down I-20 into Louisiana.
Yeah. And that's got like. So did you talk to the guy that rode bar to bar with you at all, like beforehand?
It was Mitch.
Oh, it was. Well, I'd be okay with Mitch.
So-
Like Spanky and I. Spanky's one of the few people I ever ride bar with. So
Well, I was riding behind. I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Dwayne with the full carbon Lucky Strike painted road bike.
Oh yeah.
Yes. That was not a. That's the one who ran out
Yeah.
of gas. That turbo bike.
Okay.
So did it fall over?
The record driver dropped the bike on the rollback.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Damn.
it's pretty fucked off ordeal.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to become a much larger thing. And then this is something I learned from a club member a long time ago. I was helping a guy on the side of the road. And club member showed up, somebody else, and he was like, "Never have a tow truck driver ride. Always call somebody. Get somebody to come out there and grab your bike."
Yep.
Like,
Or if you do, make sure it's not a rollback. If it's somebody with just drop bar,
Yeah.
you can load that bike up on the drop bar.
yeah, like you can do it that way, and it will most likely be okay. But man, because can you imagine how much Justin charged him to do that fucking paint job?
I don't even want to talk about it.
I bet he is fucking livid. So anyway,
5, 6,
oh no,
at least 10.
yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Paint's, it's always kind of like, paint's impressive.
Yeah, how
And,
much you
like
can
people,
spend.
the people that are actually good at it, because there's a lot of people that are mediocre.
Yeah.
But the people that are incredible at it, it's like anything else. It's an art and skill.
Oh,
And then
absolutely.
the price on it, you're like, I don't want to pay 10 grand for that. But then you see it and you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's definitely one of those things I could probably never justify for myself.
Right.
But
No,
but I do appreciate,
Yeah.
the
If I
work
hit
that
the
goes
lottery
into it. I really
or
do.
Yeah,
Even then, I don't know if that's something. Well, it's a $15,000 paint job. Well, what am I going to do with that?
Yeah,
right.
well, and
the
that's-
first
It's
time
not
a rock,
practical
first
to
time a
me.
rock pops up and chips it,
Yeah.
you're like, oh.
well,
God.
and shiny paint causes stress. And that's one of those deals where it's like,
Mhm.
like you washed your Street Glide today. You washed the deluxe or the sporty last time.
What do you want today?
I'm on the
Sporty Spice.
deluxe.
Oh,
Oh
you're on
yeah, brother.
Yeah.
brother.
Brother.
So like
It was in the back. It was easier to get out.
yeah, the Yammer Hammer I washed it once and the dashboard quit fucking working on me. So I was like, you know what?
Spray it with Windex every now and then.
Yeah, I
Ride
literally
the rain.
before we roll out to T-Bar, I'm gonna fucking get my rearview mirror so I can actually see him again. But so you get down to Shreveport. There's fucking how many people are with you? Like 60.
40, 50.
Okay,
I mean, really good turnout for January and the weather being absolute dog shit.
Yeah, no shit. I was proud of you, buddy, for actually doing that
It's just another ride. I mean, that's all it is. You
Yeah.
know, if you take the time to get good gear and take care of yourself,
not trash.
it's
bags
not
and
going to
shit.
be trash bags work.
They work
until
really
they
well.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's really not that bad. I know a lot of people are scared to ride in the rain. Don't like riding at night.
Yeah.
Don't want to ride when it's cold.
I don't want to start in the rain.
If I get into it,
If
that's one
I'm
thing.
out and it's raining, okay, but I don't want to just be like, oh, it's coming down. Let me get out and ride in it. Like, no, I'm good.
Well, so if I was just going to ride, like from, say, my house across town
Right.
for T-Bar or something, and it was raining, no way in hell.
Yeah, no,
it's,
no.
it's too much.
I had already made the commitment to going down there,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to let a little bit of rain stop me.
Yeah.
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 I've ridden in, sleet, snow,
yeah.
coming out of Wyoming, and just
Yep.
another day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we rode home in the sleet a couple weeks ago from T-Bar. We were
Yeah. That was
up there.
I remember that.
That was
Were
ridiculous.
you Cajun that day or
No, I believe I had showed up and I left before everybody else. I had to go to work.
That's right, because you
Yeah.
got home because I was gonna text you and say, hey man, like I'm glad you made it home before we did, because
Yeah,
It
I
was
left like an hour before y'all.
It
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
it went from being manageable to I was like, is somebody behind me? Everybody looked behind me. I was like, fucking the ghost is over there. Yeah, it went from being manageable to all of a sudden fuck.
Yeah, we got up when we turned off of 40 onto 44, it was like the gust front come in, so it was 40, 50 mile an gust
Yeah,
with sleet
Cross.
and rain.
yeah.
And
I would-
I'm leaned over just like, and this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I would rather ride in the wind or
Yeah.
in the rain than the wind.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
we
take,
ended
I'll
up
take pouring hurricane
Yes.
rain over
I-
wind.
Oh yeah,
any day of the
absolutely.
week.
And we popped off at 10th and was like, I go up May because you've got
Get
houses.
something.
You
Yeah,
got houses.
so-
you got some wind block. Yeah.
Spanky was there when it happened with his wife. I had got all these guys together. It was, I don't know, 20 of us or something like that. We were
Yeah.
going right down to Medicine Park.
That's a weird orgy.
It was. So we were right. God damn it. So we were riding down there, and I'd had the Yamaha for, I don't know, maybe like a week or two. And I was like, I got
Yeah.
it. and I literally got blown off the fucking road.
Holy
Like,
shit,
wow.
man.
I'm not a light dude, and I was full tucked on the left side, and it just blew me off into the fucking ditch. And I was like, well, onto the shoulder, and I was like, everyone's like, because this is all like the first time I've really met a lot of these guys. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, the fucking Metro guy at the front. I was like, literally, I don't know and I was like, oh, you guys.
What are you doing right in the front?
I was leading everybody.
Why?
Because they don't have fucking rever like I did.
Because
Oh, okay.
he is the has to one up everybody. I know
Yep,
maps.
see, I'm a tail guy. I'd rather ride back and
I am with you. I am.
Same.
all the time.
Like
all the time, yeah.
when we go over to T-Bar here in a second, we're all gonna be fucking fighting for last. Because I'm
It's
just,
gonna be me. I got
yeah.
the slowest bike.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I may have that
Yeah.
title.
No,
you want me to take the
I got
scooter?
a 96. What do you got?
mine's a 96, but I weigh twice as much as you do.
Okay.
I don't. How much do you weigh?
No, the bike, not me.
Oh, I was like, Jesus Christ! I'm like looking over here. I'm like, what? You made a lead?
I'm 240. Thank you.
Very admirable, whatever. So anyway,
you don't look a day over 239.
so
Appreciate that.
okay, so you go to the Polar ride. Do you want to talk about what did you guys do the night of? Do you want to talk about that or like?
Oh man, so it was a great time.
Yeah.
So we stopped in Shreveport,
Yeah, you're good. Sorry.
and I think we went and ate at this place called Superior Grill. Like
Mhm.
really good food.
Yeah.
And you know, there's so many of us that are like, you know, and just find your own tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fuck it.
Mitch and I, we sit at the bar with another guy. I believe his name is OG Diamond Dave.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
So Dave,
Yeah.
you know, hadn't met the guy
Yeah.
before. Dude's riding in shorts.
what?
Shorts.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's 30, 40 degrees outside. He's riding in shorts.
Holy shit.
Dude is a badass. So you know,
Okay.
he sat at the bar with Mitch and I.
And he's
then,
like,
you know,
how do
just-
you guys feel, pussies?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he had said, you know, you get to a certain age, you can't feel anything anyway.
God damn it.
I was like,
Diabetes.
man,
You know, I'm not at that age.
How old is that motherfucker?
Yeah.
he's not that. I don't think he's that old.
He's like 34 and like, I'm old. I'm 34. God damn.
he is a fucking man. I will say that.
He's 40
Yeah.
at least. I'm a
At-
man.
Every bit, exactly.
Yeah, I'm
a man,
I'm
He is
40.
at least Gundy's age.
yeah.
So you know, we meet up with him, talking at the bar, and then you know, we just kind of take on with him. We're hanging out with him the rest of the night.
Yeah.
We go to the hotel, check in, and then we had gone to I want to say it was the Booze Fighters. We're having a benefit
Oh yeah.
deal at some bar, so we go hang out there for a little bit, and then ended up at some trashy ass pub in downtown Shreveport.
Dude,
Was-
it's Shreveport.
Was this where the stripper bowls were?
No, that was actually at the strip club.
Oh.
Oh, so you guys did
Okay.
actually attend a strip
We
club?
did.
Yeah,
We,
we
did
did
make our
see-
way.
See a picture of Mitch.
Oh, Mitch worked
Show
that
it.
pole.
He worked
was,
that
he
fucker
was working
so-
that pole.
It was
quite
a,
well.
Yeah.
It was, I believe, Larry Flint's Hustler House.
Oh yeah, that's
Teddy
the
bar.
tag I
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is Larry Flint still alive?
No.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say I thought
No,
he
he
was dead.
It's like
died.
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy's still alive.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's dead to me.
Bare- barely.
He's barely alive.
He is dead to me.
well, after all this fucking shit he did, but yeah. Hashtag Ron
Fucking
Jeremy.
half brain dead.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think syphilis or something like that. I think he got Capone.
Did he eat your brains?
Yeah,
I thought it was chlamydia.
all of them will to an extent, but yeah. So like,
With him, who knows?
he's got CAIDS. I have cancer AIDS. That's what he's got. You didn't name it after me? Fuck no.
So we ended up at the titty bar. Mitch, you know, Mitch has that dog
And
in
him.
him.
We should go ahead and just preface this to Mitch's wife and newborn or several-year-old daughter. Your father is amazing. He's a
He is a
wonderful person.
great man.
He is a great
Yeah.
man, but
He
he
is a-
knows how to have a good fucking
he is a
time.
great
That
wingman.
man is a saint.
Yeah, he really is.
He's a great wingman to the point to where he had texted me, never got a reply from me, and left without me. in Shreveport. Left me in Shreveport
He
on my
left
own.
you alone in Oh, okay, all
It's
right.
like, I'm going to have lunch with my grandma. I was like,
Is that
all
what
right,
he
man.
said?
Yeah. Which he had talked about on the way down. I'm like, you know what, dude, cool. You know, not a big deal.
So
I have
when
no problem riding home
when I,
alone
when
in
I
the
first
dark.
oh, it's the wrong button for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I'm on
was
the wrong
horrible.
page. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a sincere.
That was actually a really nice ride home, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was actually pretty good.
It was sunny. I think it was like 65, and just riding through those East Texas pines, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
dude.
beautiful.
That's a
It's-
pretty area.
Yeah, it's real nice over there.
I think I rode 40 miles of interstate the whole way home.
Oh, really?
Back road the whole way.
Yeah, dude. That's one of my favorite things is like when you're not blasting across country and you can take the back roads and do it. It's so fucking nice. Like the sheriff and I went down to somewhere in Arkansas a couple years ago, and we took like 40 out because it was late on the way out because we left super late on the way back in. I was like, no, we're not taking fucking 40. We're gonna chill over here.
Yeah.
You know, I've got no problem bombing interstate to get somewhere.
Yeah, I get it.
You know?
Well, especially with your line of work too. You're like, I got to get there, but
Well, I mean, even whenever I take a trip, so whenever we did Devilstone last year, we went up straight back roads
Oh, really?
all the way. I mean, we took 30. No, we actually didn't even take 35. We went west, 40 up into western Oklahoma, and then
Yeah.
straight up through Kansas,
And all that
Nebraska, and
shit,
South
yeah.
Dakota.
That's the horrible ride.
It is.
Yeah. It's better than fucking 35 all the way up.
It is.
It's
It is.
barely,
It is
but,
barely, but yeah, Nebraska.
Which
just-
I've ridden that way before. But my buddy Cody hadn't.
Not me.
He hadn't ridden that way, so we went up that way, hung out in Sturgis for a couple days,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
met up with the rest of the group in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And
So
then on the
speaking
way,
of-
on the way home, it was just straight 1,200 miles
Oh, dude.
nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freezing cold whenever we
Fucking-
woke up in where were we? Grand Teton.
Dude.
So wake up, it's still kind of raining.
Yeah.
It rained all day through Yellowstone. It was miserable. We wake up and he's like, "Man, I got to work. We got to get home."
You're like,
I was like, "You have to work. I don't.
Yeah. Bye.
I will stay here." He's like,
Yeah.
"Let's get a U-Haul and just load bikes up,
You get home.
haul ass home." I was like, "No, if we're doing this, we're riding."
Yeah.
So we're coming up the mountain pass, freezing rain, sleet,
Yeah.
coming into some small town. I was like, my hands are purple.
Can't feel 'em.
They're
Oh, shit.
purple. I take my gloves off and I'm like, dude, we got to find something.
Yeah.
So the gloves that I wore on the Polar run, I actually bought on this trip. They're
Yeah.
they're PVC chemical gloves, bright orange, insulated gloves.
You look like you're about
Yeah.
to work on a Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they keep my hands dry, they keep
Yeah.
my hands warm. I don't care what they look like. I don't need
really don't give a fuck.
heated $200 moto gloves. I don't
Right.
care.
Right.
Yeah. To an extent, there's some of that stuff where it's like our buddy Bishop is always the time. Like I rode back from Norman where he was living at or where his house was at the time, coming back up to Oklahoma City. So it was like 65 degrees when I got down there. It's like fucking 20 when I was going back home. He was in his work truck. And he's like, "Well, I'll follow you, and if I see you doing anything weird, I'll call you on your
Yeah.
comm, and I'll tell you to pull over." And he's like, "All right." So before I was leaving, he's like, "You're gonna wear 2 pairs of latex, and like that will be a good wind blocker."
See, I can't do the latex.
I sweat underneath them too.
Exactly.
Well,
Well,
and
make your
so-
hands even colder.
Bad. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
That's what happens to me.
I have clinically bad clammy hands, so that's why I fist bump everybody because I'm like, I don't want you to see how fucking anxious I am. Yeah, that is the exact it's like if you had a fucking rain shower head over the top of me.
Worst hand jobs ever.
Yeah, well,
Actually,
there's
I bet they're pretty good.
Uh,
They're just sopping wet.
Clammy.
I've ne-
Yeah.
I've never complained. so I rode
Fair
home
enough.
so I rode home like that, and I was like, that actually worked pretty good. But
The latex did work for you.
yeah, it works for me. I don't have an
Okay.
yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Did
work
you
for
have?
me.
Would you have leather gloves on over them,
Yeah, so
or like
he
a
had-
mesh?
So what I did was he actually Bishop used to live in Alaska, so he has all this crazy shit from up there.
Why do we all like have some kind of tie to
I know.
Alaska here?
Yeah.
Well, I
You don't. So
You don't.
well, he is, but Spanky and I are actually taking a vacation up there later this year. But so he had these leather gloves, so he was like, "Here, wear these, and then wear the latex underneath it." And I was like, "Dude, on the way home, like everything else is fucking froze, but like my hands are
Well,
fine."
the hands are important
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
I mean, you
'cause
got to be
you
able to work
gotta
that
fucking-
clutch.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
got to work the brake.
yeah, and throttle because like
Now,
yeah.
to a certain point, then you just set cruise, and
Well, none of
you don't have you don't have cruise, do you?
I don't.
No.
Only one of my motorcycles
Your
has ever had
sewing machine does not have cruise.
it does not have cruise, and I've looked it up because it is $1,000 to have cruise put on it. And how lazy I am is
throttle lock.
well, I was like, you know what? New bikes cost just that's down payment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So what you got coming up the rest of the year? What kind of rides you got planned?
Really, I'm just kind of winging it. But I know the 2 big rides I do have. My birthday ride, doing 10 days. It'll be Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado.
oh, is this the one that you're talking about for Oklahomies?
No. Oh,
Okay.
yes. So
Okay.
okay. So
Is that what? Oh man, I
the
didn't
f-
realize
the
that.
first night of that is the day I'm supposed to leave. But,
Right.
I believe Philip
Yeah, Nathan.
something is his Instagram
Phil
name.
Ups 66.
Phil Ups
Yes.
That's
66.
Nate. He
That's-
hold on. As a matter of fact, Nate, hello. Thank
What's
you for
up, Nate?
thank you for being our #1 listener.
Man, he always
gonna
shares
be-
our posts. He's the dog.
He is an OG listener. So
Yep.
anyway, so Phillips.
So
Nate,
I had talked to him
Uh-huh.
and saying, man, I wish I could go, and then that I'm just gonna go up there for the first night of the Oklahomies run, and then
Uh-huh.
just keep going from there.
so
Nice.
what's your plan for that?
For the whole run,
Yeah.
really just to hit all the national parks on kind of my route, and then Monument Valley.
Oh,
Nice.
That's
That's
Monument
gonna
Valley
be-
that's my biggest spot that I have to hit
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
because of Forrest Gump. That is my favorite movie.
yeah.
What the
I relate to that fucking retard so
Jenny.
much.
Jenny.
Well, my last relationship
Oh,
was just
God.
like Forrest Gump. I was retarded and she was a whore. So
So you have AIDS now?
Not that I know
I was
of.
like, "Where's the button?" I was like,
It's-
"Hold on."
It's possible at this
Yeah.
point, but I'm not real sure.
You don't look thin enough to have it, but like, I'm not saying you're fat.
I
I'm
wish
just
I
saying
could
you
lose
don't
some
look.
weight.
I was like, I've seen them before, and you're not one of them. So
But the birthday run of mine, that'll be, what is that? Great Sand Dunes in Colorado.
okay,
Yep.
That's my first stop, and then I'm gonna stop in Grand Junction, see some friends that I met at Devilstone,
yeah,
and then from there I'm gonna go into Utah, hit Moab,
that's gonna be solid.
or I guess Arches, and then Canyonlands, shoot down to Monument Valley from there.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon over to Death Valley to Joshua Tree, and Joshua Tree straight to.
This is your 30th
Bend.
birthday, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. Dirty
Okay,
30.
that's good. That so
4,500 mile round trip.
Yeah, so I
Nice.
usually did a big.
That's a legit.
yeah.
That's a solid ride.
So I usually
Must
did
be
a
a great time.
big blowout for my birthday. Everybody would come in and party, and then COVID happened. So my 30th was 2020. So I always got
poor
fucked
bastard.
on it. Yeah, dude, I got fucked on it real hard. But like all my buddies that are like turning 30 when they're talking about this is like, yes, son, go. Yes, I am fucking livid for you on that one. That's fucking gonna be so good, dude.
I'm really hoping it's going to be fun. You know, I'm not.
You
I
can write
know,
a
I
book
know it's going to be as
afterwards.
much fun as I want it to be.
Yeah.
You don't what?
It's going to be as much fun as I want it to be.
So who do you have a crew of people that are going with you?
Nope, it's just me.
Well, it
And
sounds like
I've
you
talked
have-
to I've talked to some people that I'm going to stop and see, and some
Mhm.
that might jump in for legs of it.
Yeah,
And I mean that's cool.
yeah.
You
I
know?
mean and it's a journey.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is I'm not doing this to get out and want people to come on a ride with me. I'm
Yeah.
doing this for me. It's
Yeah.
a me run.
I think that's
It's my 30th birthday.
Yeah.
And it's all these places I want to see. My goal is to hit all the national parks that I
Yeah.
can get to on a motorcycle
Damn.
by the time I turn 35.
Don't forget Zion when you're there. Utah.
Oh,
I love
yes,
Utah.
there's another stop
Yeah.
on the list.
Yeah.
From between Grand Canyon and Death Valley.
Yep.
God, dude, that's. I mean, I don't know.
'Cause, I
And
mean, I've
that-
got
that
friends in
area-
the area of pretty much every
that
stop.
area, that whole area, Utah,
Yeah.
Nevada,
So pretty.
Arizona, so pretty. I love the desert and the high
Yeah.
desert.
Oh, I do too. I
Yeah.
love it. Whenever I moved to Wyoming, it was hard coming back. But
Yeah.
I was young, dumb, and homesick. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of those deals. Is like before I traveled in America, I'd gone quite extensively around the world. Yeah, around the world, and like I was like, man, I really want to like go back to America and do all this other shit because like we went through Europe, we went through Cuba, we did a bunch of other shit, and I was like, man, I went through the high desert, low desert, and a bunch of shit, and I was like, man, this is awesome.
Mhm.
Like I'm a desert dude. I'm a desert dog.
Yeah.
I'm really mountains, but I don't mind the high desert. It's beautiful.
Yes,
I'm taking him to the desert in like 3 weeks. We're going down to Terralingua.
yeah.
Big Bend.
You guys riding down there?
No,
No,
well,
we're gonna ride bicycles down there.
Yes.
So that's
From here down there?
Yeah.
Oh.
no, we're
It's a
not.
long ride.
Yeah, no shit.
And we're
Supposed
gonna
to
camp.
snow.
We're gonna
Yeah.
camp in the state park, and then
You gotta be careful camping down there, man.
oh, I love
Yeah, I'm
it.
kind of worried about it because I
No.
can't take a side or anything with me.
No, it's the scorpions.
No,
You're talking
we're-
about people?
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
dude.
No. The reason we're going in February
Yeah.
is all the creepy crawlies are not out.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
still pretty warm down there, though.
No.
So
And then
have
we're
you
gonna
ever
go-
been down
we're
to
gonna go-
Terralingua before?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I have. And
Have you
I
been
love
to
it.
Terralingua?
I have not. I'm not.
so I'm gonna take him to Boquillas, and we're gonna cross over.
This sounds
and
like a perfect honeymoon.
into
by the way.
Mexico, and
Guys are adorable.
Yeah, we do this shit all the time.
yeah, ride a donkey. Get a picture of him on the donkey.
Ride it from Terralingua. to-
Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Okay.
Have you been before?
I have been through there.
Uh-huh.
I haven't done the run to Terralingua, and that's one that I want to do.
Yeah,
this
that
year
is
for
one I
sure.
want to do too.
I
Yeah.
was supposed to go last year, and then it worked out where I couldn't go.
Right.
Well,
I love that whole area because
Oh, it's beautiful. It's the
Beautiful.
prettiest part of Texas.
yeah,
Well, and it's like, so one of the guy I bought the Beamer from was like, we need to do triple sisters or three sisters or whatever.
Three Sisters in Oregon.
yeah.
No, there's one that's Three Roses or something down in Texas. He was telling me about. I'll have to look it
Yellow
up.
Rose of Texas.
I don't know.
I
I'll have to
don't know.
like. So he's telling me about that, and he told me about all the He's like, oh, you need to do this,
Oh,
and this.
Terralingua was so
Ter-
cool.
Terralingua is amazing, and then we're gonna stay outside of Lajitas, which is just a few miles west of Terralingua, and then you can buy the mayor a beer and
Yeah.
give it to him.
Bah.
The
Yep,
mayor is a
the
goat.
Yeah.
The goat.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that because that's one of the Mexico's been on my list for a long
Oh,
time.
I love Mexico.
Yeah.
So I've been in Mexico.
Not even. I hate the tourist towns. You know.
Yeah,
yeah.
Cancun, Cozumel.
Yeah,
No, give me
I-
the sketchy border towns.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So like Sheriff and I, like one of the things that we talked about is like we do a lot of touristy shit, but we've never been to Mexico because we just refuse to do any of that bullshit. because like when we were in Cuba, like we got down. Like you partied with me a little bit.
Right.
Like when I'm out of country, like I'm like the ambassador.
I've seen pictures of you two on vacation.
Oh yeah, dude.
We get down.
we get
We
down.
have some fun.
I have seen.
Yeah, so, like Spanky's one of the handful of people that see me naked.
Hey,
Yeah, but like so.
Hey, that's not true.
Yeah.
All of Nashville has seen you naked.
No, yeah,
no, DC. It was or that was
no,
you.
no,
was
no,
Nashville. It was
it was Nashville.
Yeah, DC didn't see shit.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
confused
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but yeah, no. So we get down. So like but the touristy bullshit's not what I'm not interested about that.
DC was fun. We did some touristy bullshit there, but it's because it's DC.
To an extent, some of the touristy stuff is stuff that you have to see.
Like
Yeah,
you gotta
no,
go
I completely agree. I
Yeah.
think you have to spend a day and
Just rush through it,
Yeah.
just to say
yeah,
you did see it.
I
You did see it.
When I went to the Louvre in Paris, like I was like,
The Louvre sucks.
yeah,
Thank
it
you.
does.
Mona Lisa,
It's fucking
It's
tiny.
so underwhelming. It's
yes,
tiny.
It is.
And but like when we went to LA, I had flown through LA. I've never actually been like into LA. So it was like we did the Walk of Fame.
Yeah, we did all that. Have you been to LA before?
I have driven through LA.
Okay,
We
you're not
did-
really. Yeah, you're not really.
yeah, we
missing out
did-
on a lot.
Walk of Fame, Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive, all that stuff. And it was like literally one day we got on one of those hop off bus tours and kind of just saw everything. Like one of the coolest things was the La Brea Tar Pits.
Yeah, that was actually
Okay,
really,
yeah.
yeah. That's actually really.
I forget
fucking
that that's like there.
Yeah,
it's like
of
well, I
all
know.
places.
yeah.
And you're like walking around and they've got cones everywhere and it's like, what the fuck is with all the
Wait,
cones? And
we-
it's like, oh, that's because tar is bubbling up.
It took
right
us like
there.
a good hour to
Wow.
figure that shit
And-
out.
And they
cool.
have
Yeah,
they
it's
have all
fucking
the
cool.
Like in the middle of town.
yeah. Yeah.
Like it's in
They
the
have all
middle
the-
of fucking LA.
Yeah, and all the dinosaur fossils and the
Yeah.
the-
And T-Rex fossils.
Yeah, there was
You know?
actually there was
there were a
T-Rex,
few T-Rexes. that got boned.
Velociraptors. Huh?
There was a few T-Rexes that got
You guys
boned.
ever been to Dinosaur, Colorado?
No, but I'd like to go.
You have to.
In Texas, you have just kind of down by Dallas where they have the dinosaur tracks.
Oh yes.
The
Oh, yeah.
fossilized.
Dude,
So
the
that's how
fossilized-
Dinosaur, Colorado is.
Oh, is it really?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
There's lots of dinosaurs down around Dallas.
I was talking to this old guy one time, talking about maps and all that stuff because I was talking about like professional like work shit because survey and all that
'Cause
stuff.
I'm a professional man. I'm a grown up.
I was like, no, I got mortgages to pay. But he was like, oh, there's dinosaur prints in like Oklahoma because we were, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, where the fuck? He drew me a map. He was like, go here, here, and here. So you just take a shitty photo of Oklahoma and just circle randomly 160 square miles. And you're like, here you go. So, all right. So guys,
It
it's
sucks.
52 minutes into this.
Yep.
Thank you everybody for listening. Burrito, you've been great. You're going to come back on for another one.
Oh, I guess.
God,
Yeah.
you
I
really
thought you were
He's
like
so-
telling me.
He's
No,
so
do you
excited.
want to
Oh,
come-
absolutely.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, this was not near as
Do I-
bad
was
as
I aggressive with that?
anticipated.
you guys didn't even hear about the fight I almost got in at on cue today.
I mean, I did a little bit.
Yeah, I
little
didn't
bit.
hear about this
A
yet.
little bit.
yeah,
but I will.
I almost
I heard
beat
about
the
it tonight.
yeah, I almost beat the shit out of a guy today. So, well, thanks you for coming over and hanging out.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for
good
having me.
times.
Yeah,
This was great.
yeah, it ran a little long, but everyone's gonna listen anyway because that was a really riveting story. We had still so much to uncover
Oh, no
with you.
doubt. We
Yeah.
still have the
Squirrel
Galveston
like-
Strip
squirrel
Club
like cut-
story.
Squirrel like what story?
The Galveston Strip Club.
Oh,
What?
I was 17 years old.
Okay.
Yes.
We gotta,
can all
we
go-
gotta like start. I'll just start the story. leave
Okay.
them
All right.
hanging.
Fair enough. We gotta write this shit down.
So I was 17. My brother's fake ID, spring break, my senior year.
Nice.
We go down to Galveston. Have a one-legged stripper.
What?
Yes.
Like where's it at on the
no,
leg?
we're leaving it right
Okay,
there.
fair enough.
We'll leave it right there.
So
Your
listeners,
30th birthday, I'm getting you a pair of midget strippers.
Absolutely not.
Yes. No, it's
if-
gonna happen.
If you
I would
love
go to jail
burrito,
for a hate crime.
It's gonna happen.
not a hate
It's
crime.
got to be a hate crime.
It's
to
not
hit
a
a-
hate crime.
To
It's
hit
not
a little person. it's
I'm
be a
gonna
hate crime.
put Gilly
It's
in a
LP.
bikini, and he is going to give you a lap dance.
Who? Is that Gilly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you I was gonna get you some midget strippers.
Poor guy. He can't
poor
help it.
Gilly, he's gonna be like, what the
He
fuck?
is
I like
3
Gilly.
foot
I like
4
Gilly.
inches of fun.
He is a blast.
He's a good
but
guy.
He is. He can't do
just
a
a
willy
little
to save
ugly.
his fucking life, but I mean, he can't land it, but
I don't know. The
Yeah,
club
he
style
can
guys
do
are
the-
great.
yeah,
He can do the wheelie. He just can't land it.
yeah.
No,
can
he
start-
did land it on
Oh yeah.
Fucking
his
gravel.
side.
yeah. He landed it.
Actually, really, he bounced the front tire off the gravel and then just kind of went over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was,
when
you know,
when he said gravel was involved, I was like, well, good fucking luck, dude. You're not in a goddamn enduro, so like,
Yeah.
you got
Yep.
figgity fucked. So, all right, well, we're gonna go off to T-Bar now. So we'll talk to you
Yep.
guys next time. So thank you very much, Burrito, for coming on.
oh, thank y'all for having me.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah. So bye.
Bye.
Adios,
Okay, that was weird.
amigo.
All right, so hold on, let me go with the right. There you go.
All right.
Everybody
we'll talk
just-
to y'all later.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Is that okay? That's fair. All right.